Hi, everyone. Happy Throwback Thursday. Wow, only 7 more days till Turkey Day. Some people don't like turkey for Thanksgiving, but here in my household, turkey is number one for Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we always have a ham for backup. So, what do you have for Thanksgiving dinner? What is your favorite throwback item that you eat for Thanksgiving or miss having for Thanksgiving, maybe? Everyone's Thanksgiving may look a little bit different. Maybe you have a lot of people, maybe there's just a few people. There are people alone this year. So if you do know of someone alone, and they are close to you, maybe you can invite them over or take them a plate of dinner if they can't come over, or maybe just a simple phone call. So don't forget that. Today is November 17th, 2022. This is our last show until Thanksgiving. We will be celebrating Thanksgiving with our family. We will have some things going out that day just for fun and adventure, but no live shows on Thanksgiving Day a week from today. Only 7 days. I cannot believe it is already Thanksgiving. So if you are on, please give us your, let us know what you are doing for your Thanksgiving dinner. What are you having for food? What is your throwback eating item from way back when? Maybe you're still having it. Maybe you're not having it. But let me know what your favorite food item is. We're going to talk about that a little more. But all right, let's get our show started today. I hope everyone is excited for Thanksgiving and all the tips that we have in store for you today. Let's have some fun. That's what it's all about, right? So let's go. All right. Thursday, November 17th, 2022. Throwback Thanksgiving traditions, foods, maybe some pictures, some movies. So let's see what I have in store for you today. I'm always trying to find some great adventure for you, throwback items. Maybe know, but maybe you've forgotten. So let's have some fun figuring out these items. Okay, here we go. What's your favorite throwback Thanksgiving moment? Maybe it's not a food item. Maybe it's a moment. Maybe it's getting all your family together. Maybe it's grandma and grandpa. Maybe it's your parents. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what is it? What is it that you are so thankful for that is a throwback Thanksgiving moment? What would that be? Mine would probably be when on Thanksgiving, we would always go to my grandparents' house. I call them Grandma Eaton, Grandpa Eaton, because that was their last name. And everyone would get together. There were, 12, 13 kids, at least 10 to 12 of them would get together, and they would all come with their kids, and all of the cousins would get together, and everyone would bring something. And it was just a great time. That was always a small house. I never noticed it. I never noticed it until I really started thinking about it, how small the house was, but we always had room for everyone. We would eat in the living room, dining room, stand up at the kitchen. if it was pretty enough, go out on the porch or in the yard, but we always had enough room for everyone. And we sure had a lot of great different kinds of food. I just remember, and having it at grandma and grandpa's house was the best. Um, so that is probably my Thanksgiving throwback moment or moments. So, what is yours? Let's talk about it. Comment and tell me, what is it that you have? So, Thanksgiving moments. Um, so that is my moment. If you're listening, even if you're watching the recording after we're done and you can think of those Thanksgiving moments, let's get them put in the comments so that everyone can play along. We want everyone to play along. So this is what I came up with. I gave you a picture of a pie. Do you have any idea how long pies have been and what the first pie was, or maybe what it was called? Can you remember the very first pie you ever had, maybe? In the 12th century, the crust of the pie was referred to as a coffin. There was actually more crust than filling. Pies were made using fowl, and their legs were left to hang over the side of the dish and used as handles. Now, this is my thought on this. Only my thought. I've never had a pie like this, number one. And if someone probably put it in front of me, it would, no, none whatsoever. I would try that. No way I would try that. So maybe you would, maybe you have. But this is my thought. If they could use the fowl's legs as a handle, how tough was that crust on the top if it had a crust on the top? Or if it didn't have a crust on the top, how tough, how solid was the filling around the fowl for it to be held onto the pan and all by the legs of the fowl? I can't visualize that in my mind. I can't imagine that in my mind at this time. So please comment. Have you ever had fowl pie with the legs sticking out as handles? Maybe you're like me and have never seen or discovered this, but what is your reaction to it? What is your thought process of this? Because that is what the couple of things that I thought of is, how in the world did they use the legs for handles? No, I don't. I can't wrap my mind around it. So maybe you can. Fruit pies or tarts, pastries. They called them pasties then. I did not misspell it. If you thought, I copied and pasted so you could see how it was spelled. Okay. Were probably made in the 1500s. The English tradition credits making the first cherry pie to Queen Elizabeth I. Now, I, number one, never thought that pies were that old, from the 12th century. Now we're talking about the 1500s. So the cherry pie was probably the first, what I would call fruit pies. Most of us, I think, would call fruit pies. Some would call fruit tarts, pastries. Now, a tart to me is small. Back then, I guess it could be either or, but in my mind, a tart would be a smaller pie, and pastries would be more like a turnover, a fried pie, similar to maybe a donut of fruit filled donut. Maybe that's a pastry. I don't know. But I don't consider them all pies for some reason. For me, a pie is round, about 8 to 10 inches around, and filled with something, meat, pie. You know what? I'm just going to be honest. I've never truly had what I would call a meat pie, not even a mince meat pie. I've never even had that. Going to have to try it, I guess. But I have had pot pies, the different kinds of pot pies. My mom used to make those. They were cheap way back then. You could buy four for $1. I remember they were the cheap off brand. Um, but we would buy four for $1. And I remember when they went four for $1.25, she about lost it. We always had plenty of food to eat, but it was maybe different from what you used to eat. I don't know. Maybe it's the same. Um, we ate cheap, whatever was on sale. If she went for pork chops, it's probably going to be more like a pork steak. It's got bones in it because usually those were cheaper, you know. Um, so she would buy the pot pies for $1, and that would be one of our meals. Now like my dad might have two pot pies, and as my brothers got older, they may have two pot pies. But for me, it was one pot pie, and sometimes it was beef, sometimes it was chicken. As I've gotten older, I have made my own pot pies. Um, with the pie crust on the top bottom, another pie crust on the top, and did it in like a pie pan. So there are different kinds of pies. I realize that, but I just cannot imagine the fowl pie. So comment, let us know what kind of pie maybe is odd that you think might be odd. Did you know it was called coffin back then? What kind of pie do um, what's your favorite pie? What's your odd pie maybe? I don't know. Just tell us about it. And again, I had no idea back in the 12th century. Now we're talking about the 1500th century. We are in 2022. I don't know how much pies have changed. I know a lot of people make their own pie crust. I have made my own pie crust. I will tell you, I don't usually make my own pie crust. I usually buy the store-bought deep pan, deep dish pie crust already made. To me, my family likes it either or. So if they don't make a big deal out of it, I'm going out the easy way and buy my own pie crust. If you do buy store-bought pie crust, you might want to run to the store now. Do not wait till Wednesday before Thanksgiving because your store may not have them. Stores are running out. They're low. It just isn't the same as it used to be. So get your pie crust so that you're not running store to store hoping they have pie crust for you. So, when we sent out the advertisements for today, we talked about a movie. We showed you a family over their Thanksgiving meal, and I asked, do you know who these people are? Do you know what movie this is? Something similar to that. So let's check out. Do you know what movie? Do you know who these people are in the picture? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we do. Do you have a picture of your favorite throwback Thanksgiving moment? Maybe it's over the Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe it's you eating pie. Maybe it's you helping grandma make Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. For us, I started a tradition many years ago. Seth always wanted to help me with the turkey when he got older. And I all, well, 3 out of the 4 grandbabies have helped me really cook Thanksgiving dinner. We have our Bryson, which is 3 this year for Thanksgiving. He was 2 last year, and he played with the pots and the pans in the floor, um, kind of out of the way, so we could keep him busy, and he was still in the action, helping Granny with our Thanksgiving meal. So, all 4 of the grandbabies, I guess, in a way, has helped. This year, he will help. I already have his job lined up. He is going to help me mix up the cornbread for the stuffing or dressing for the turkey. He loves to get the spoon out and stir things now. So why not? Why not have the 3-year-old in there? Because it's granny time. It's when we start cooking on Wednesday. So maybe that's your moment. Maybe it's something completely different. Comment. What is your Thanksgiving moment? What is your Thanksgiving moment? Let us know. We want to hear about it. So let's find out some more information about the Waltons. Have you ever watched the movie called The Waltons? Do you know where it came from? Okay, again, before I did the research on this, I had no idea. And now I do. Do you know that The Waltons was based on a 1961 book? That's right. Spencer's Mountain. I, I'm sorry, maybe I'm a dunce. I don't know. I'm a dunce about a lot of things, but I'm really smart in other things, and it's okay. I had no idea it was based on a book, and I had no idea Spencer's Mountain. Would have no idea. But I do remember in the movie Walton's Mountain, I remember them talking about that. It started in 1972 and ended in 1981. I knew that it went for several years. I didn't know how many years. And every once in a while, if I can find a rerun on that or Little House on the Prairie, I will still to this day sit and watch it. I loved those 2 movies. They were old, back in the old days. They really had the similar things going on, and the family values, it was different values than we live today. Maybe that's unfortunate about some things, and some things maybe it's we've learned and we've gotten better at. I don't know. What is your thoughts? Tell us your thoughts. Comment. What is your thought on Little House on the Waltons, 1961 book? No idea. Spencer's Mountain, had no idea. So tell us what you know about the Waltons. Maybe you remember something different. Maybe you had a throwback moment when I brought up the Waltons family, 1972 to 1981. They broadcast on TV. So I loved that movie. Again, that they had a lot. Good night, Sue Ellen. Good night, John Boy. They went through all of that every night, and I really loved that. And that's what we do with our family. When my girls lived at home, we always, even when they were older, good night, they would come in, at their curfew time or 5 minutes after. And that would be one of the things we would yell and say is, good night, Misty. Good night, Christy. Even the dogs get a good night. So, it's just a family, maybe values, maybe it's a custom, maybe you got accustomed to doing it. Maybe you didn't even realize you were doing it. Who knows? But we all have our own little perks and to-dos and how to do, and they may be a little different, but hopefully they are in great taste, and your children or grandchildren will remember you in a positive way, um, doing different things or saying different things, reading different things, watching different movies. Um, one day, one day, I know that my children, I've already seen it in my girls. I can, even today, as young at their age they are at, they're already starting to do things like I did with them for their children, for my grandchildren. They are already starting to do things for themselves like I used to do, or I asked them to do, or taught them to do. Because just because I did certain things, I would learn from it and hopefully teach them something. And you know what else? My girls in return have reversed that and taught me things because, things change. And sometimes it's hard to understand change and learn change unless you have someone doing it. Sometimes I'll do something and one of my girls or my grandchildren will say, "Oh my gosh, let me show you how it's done now." And sometimes it's easier their way. And sometimes I just keep doing it my way. So, we learn, right? We learn. So, what are those throwback moments? What is that throwback meal? What is that throwback movie for you? Um, and do you have turkey for Thanksgiving? We would like to know is, you know, what is what is your favorite thing at the table when you have Thanksgiving? Do you have Thanksgiving turkey? Do you cook or do you go to a restaurant that's open? I know people that go out to dinner, go out to lunch, and they have steak instead of turkey or ham. I know some people grill. Some people have roast. Some people bake their turkey. I still bake my turkey. Some people have deep fried turkey. Some smoke their turkey. So let us know, how do you cook your turkey? We would like to know, how do you cook your turkey? I'm going to comment that here because I would like the audience to reply to that. How do you cook your turkey? Do you have turkey? We want to know, even if it's on replay, comment hashtag replay so we'll know that you watched it. And it keeps our algorithm hopefully going a little stronger. So that helps us out. And comment, do you have turkey for Thanksgiving? We would like to know. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed something that we have talked about today. And, I don't know that everyone has heard, but we do have our turkey gift bucks, and I would love it if you guys would go online, and it counts towards our fundraiser. All of our gift cards and every item online goes towards our fundraiser if you use the tiny URL / Uganda children, and it will take you straight to our website. And every time you purchase something, including the gift cards, they will in return receive 40% of every sale will go towards their life center that they are trying to build for the children to have a roof over their head, things that we might take for granted. Clothing, school supplies, books, learning the school activities and mind abilities, but also after school. Once they reach an adult and they move on after school, their life skills. So many things that we take for granted, they don't have. So 40% of every sale, including the gift cards, will go to them. So what we have done to help is that we have what we call a Turkey Bucks program. So every time you go in and you purchase $25 in products, including even a gift card, we will in return give you a $10 gift card via email. All of our gift cards are virtual. We do that to keep those plastic cards out of the landfill. It takes 200, that's right, 200 to 500, including all plastic credit cards, debit cards, whatever kind of card it is, depending on the material it is made of, but at least 200 years for that card to decompose back into the earth. So, as we always say, our mission is to save our earth one landfill at a time. So we are bound and determined to help keep cards out of that landfill. And the way we do that is by doing all of our gift cards virtual. So we will email those $10 gift cards straight to your email. You get the number is included and you use that for your next purchase. So see how we're doing it at homesweethometreasures.net. We do so many fabulous things, folks. We help the Uganda children build their life center. We help you by giving you free gift cards. So do that for yourself to say that's better than any coupon you're going to find in most cases. We're also we have you ready for the secret word? What is the word drop? It is turkey. That is right, turkey. When you go to purchase something and you use that code word, turkey, you are going to save. No, we're not going to save percentage this time. No. Free shipping. Free shipping in the U.S. or outside the U.S. It does not matter. You receive free shipping. You just have to use that word turkey. Turkey. So there's a lot of fabulous things going on for you to help the Uganda children and for us to help you with all of your everyday or special occasion parties, including the holidays. Get your shopping list out and let's get started on that shopping list. And, we had figured out and asked about how many turkeys, and that's right, Olivia, 46 million turkeys are eaten every Thanksgiving. That's a lot of gobble, 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 isn't it? Yep, that's a lot of gobble, gobble, gobble. There's a lot of alternatives of eating turkey. Olivia, that is for sure. We have talked about ways of cooking turkey. We have talked about some people have roast, some people have chicken, some people grill burgers, some have Mexican food, some have Asian food, some just have, a regular dinners. And that's okay too. The best part of it is getting together as family and friends, family or friends, combination, and making memories. Create those memories and remember about those that may not have anyone to spend their holiday with. Invite them to yours. or send food over, or you know what? Just make a phone call and check on them. It's always a great way to make someone's day. So don't forget about turkey for your free shipping. Yes, Olivia, thank you so much for letting us, reminding me about that cold word, turkey. So you're going to get free shipping. You're going to help the Uganda children. When you buy gift cards, you're going to receive $10 back via email. Remember, we don't give out plastic cards. We are saving the earth however we can. I hope you have enjoyed today. Please comment, keep commenting. Even after we're finished today, keep commenting. But right now I have a sneak peek preview for you, and you are going to love these fabulous items. Are you ready? Because I am ready to show you what we have for you. Uh, All right, we've had a malfunction and it is the user's fault. So hold on. Let's see if we can get this up now. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Okay. So what we are going to do here is show you some rings, and more rings. Look how many fabulous rings are there. We have them in different sizes, different shapes, stones, colors. Just look at that black large stone, these blue rings. Look at the brooch here, the horse pin brooch that is vintage. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I hope you enjoyed one or all of those pieces. We do have several of the blue rings that I showed you in various sizes. A lot of people are wearing those now, that just the band, but it's a different color and they have beautiful veins of colors running through them as well. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week, a fabulous Thanksgiving. Remember, we will not be live next Thursday. We will have some things set up for you in case you have a moment to look and enjoy your day. And we will start our fabulous holiday savings with shopping homesweethometreasures.net. We have multiple surprises for you, and they will start um, late Thursday all through Friday. So start getting that list together. Get that list together. All right, you guys have a fabulous week. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye, everyone.